It was middle of January and my small cabin in the mountains was completely buried in snow. I had rented it for 2 months to get away from city life, focus on my writing and enjoy some peace and quiet. For the first 2 weeks, it was perfect until the knocking started. The first night, it was just after midnight, 3 knocks, slow, deliberate. I froze in bed, listening. No one lived within 2 miles of me. The nearest town was a 30 minutes drive through roads that were now buried under snow. I waited, heart pounding. After a minute, the knocks came again, this time louder. I grabbed a flashlight and crept to the door. Who's there? I called. Silence. I opened the door, a crack, nothing but falling snow and black trees, no prints, no sign of life. The next morning, I convinced myself it had been the wind, but that night, at the exact same time, 3 knocks. This time, I stayed in bed, too afraid to move. After a while, they stopped. But when I woke up in the morning, there was something new. A single weight boot print on my porch. The second night, I tried to ignore it. I put on headphones, blasted music, buried my head under blanket, but even over the music, I felt it. 3 slow knocks. I did not sleep until sunrise. The next morning, I checked the porch. There were 2 wet boot prints this time. Still no footprints leading away, just there, like he had appeared and vanished. By the fourth night, the knocks became part of my life. Every night, always at 12:14 a.m. Never a voice, never any attempt to break in, just 3 knocks. But I started noticing other things. The wood pile outside was moved. My trash bin was shifted closer to the house, and one morning I found my spare house key on the porch. The same key I kept hidden under a rock. I decided to stay awake that night, flashlight in hand. When the knocks came, I yanked the door open. Snow fell silently. The forest stood still. But just at the edge of the trees, a dark figure stood motionless, watching. I did not move, I did not speak. I slammed the door and shoved a chair against it. When I looked again, the figure was gone. The next morning, I packed my bag. I did not care if the roads were covered in snow. I had to leave. But when I stepped outside, my car was useless. The tires were buried under ice. Windshield covered in thick frost. Even if I got it running, the nearest plowed road was miles away. That night, the knocking came earlier, 11:50 p.m. 3 slow knocks. I stayed silent. Then came 3 more louder. At midnight, I heard footsteps on the porch, pacing back and forth, slow, deliberate. The next morning, there were boot prints everywhere, circling the cabin, dozens of them. I barricaded the door with furniture, nailed the windows shut, but on the sixth night, I woke up to a new sound. Not knocking, breathing, right outside my bedroom window. When I turned toward the sound, I saw it, a pale face, just inches away, fogging up the glass. I stumbled back, heart pounding. But when I looked again, it was gone. On the seventh night, I did not sleep. I sat on the couch, shotgun across my lap, staring at the front door. At 11:30 p.m., before the usual time, it began. 3 knocks, then silence. 5 minutes later, three more. But now, they were not just at the door. The sound came from all sides: windows, big door, even the walls. Like more than one person was knocking. I shouted, "Leave me alone." The knocking stopped. For a moment, the cabin was dead silent. Then, from just outside the door, a voice whispered, "It's cold, let me in." I froze. It wasn't angry, it sounded almost pleading. I gripped the shotgun tighter. "Go away." The voice did not reply, but slowly the doorknob turned. I fired through the door. The echo rang through the night. When I opened it, the porch was empty, no blood, no body, just snow, untouched except for three boot prints. I did not sleep. At sunrise, I ran through the snow to the nearest road. Hours later, a shoplow driver found me and drove into town. When I returned with the sheriff that afternoon, the cabin door was wide open. Inside, my belongings were gone. The furniture was arranged differently, like someone had lived there for years. In the bedroom, on the nightstand, was a note written in my own handwriting. "Thanks for letting me stay." No one ever found who it was or how they got in and out without leaving tracks beyond those same three boot prints. But every winter since, no matter where I move, on the coldest night of the year, at 12:14 a.m., there are three slow knocks on my door.